Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me again today for a card making tutorial. If it is the first time you've visited my channel and this is the kind of content you like to view, please do tap that subscribe button. Okay, so today I'm actually going to show you how to use this die cut to make 4 cards. You possibly could make more out of it, but we're going to do 4 today from that single die cut. Okay, this has come from this beautiful die set which is called Many Medallions. This is available in the annual catalogue, and it does come with a coordinating stamp set called Mini Mates, and of course that is available as a bundle with 10% off. And then the cards we're going to make look like this. So this is where I started by using a couple of scraps, and I designed this card and ended up making another one. Okay, so those are those. This is Merry Merlot, Granny Apple Green and Mango Melody with some vellum as well. On this particular card I did actually use a die cut for the sentiment, which is from the Peaceful Poppies bundle, but in today's card we're going to switch that out for a punch. Okay, and then here's a different version using the other parts of the die to create these other elements, mixed up the colours. So we've got grey granite, soft sea foam and blushing bride on this one. Again we've got the vellum elements, and this is the punch, this is the fancy label punch that we've used on this one. Okay, so as I said, the stamp set that I'm taking the sentiment from is called Peaceful Moments. Okay. So that's in the I think it's the Peaceful Poppies suite of cards. Okay, so we're going to show you how we can cut this up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away a strip, and we're going to cut into the die in a different way. Okay, so I'm using the length of this for my card front. You could use this portion, you could cut this in a manner of different ways. You could just go in half and have 2 panels. Lots of different ways we can use this, but the first thing we're going to do is tidy up the edges and just make this into a sort of rectangle, if you like, so that all those edges are nice and neat. So I'm just using my scissors to trim away all these little add-on bits to make it all sort of square, if you like. Just this die as it is better suited to American A2 cards, which are slightly wider and shorter than British cards, where we score half a sheet of A4. So this is my way of getting around having that unevenness to that. Because if you lay this onto a regular card base, you'll find that there's a bigger border at the top and the bottom, and it's quite snug on the sides. So we're going to cut away this strip next. Oh, we'll only have to do, we'll do 3 today. We'll do 3 in this video, I've just realised, because I had the extras from another die cut, so we can do 3. So I've prepped for 4, but actually it's 3, so we're going to do 1 with that one, and then we're going to do the other 2 with this one. Okay, let's whiz up this side. I forgot I had the extras from the other card. This is actually the second attempt to make this video, because the memory card filled up on me, so There we go. So that's cutting away that bit, and then we'll tidy up this bit. Okay, so we've got 3 design elements there, okay. Groovy. So just tidy that up. Okay then, right. So those are ready to go. The next thing I'm going to do is get all my sentiments punched out. Just going to bring in some cardstock. I've got shaded spruce here. I haven't revealed my colour combinations yet. Okay, shaded spruce. That. And then we're going to use Pacific Point. Pacific Point is just such a lovely colour. It's a really nice bright blue. Just need to clean this stamp. But it doesn't get used terribly often. So when I was thinking about different colour combinations to use with this design, I thought, you know what? Let's get Pacific Point out. So I've stamped all 4 sentiments because I haven't decided yet which one's going to lose out on the designs. So we're going to go to okay. So those are ready to go, and we're going to use the fancy label punch, this one, to cut those sentiments out. So the punches come clipped together like that. If you push down on this and move that clip along, the punch releases, and we can slide our paper into the mouth of the punch, and if you flip it over like this you can see through it, so you can see which bits you are punching. And I've just realised those are going to be too close together because it has these other design elements on there, which means that's going to punch into that. Okay, that's all right. That might make the decision for me. No, that one's going to be too close too. Okay, so we've got 2 good ones out of this lot. Let's just quickly do those other 2. For some reason, when I was stamping those, I thought, hang on a minute, there's a really good reason why I didn't do that before. Why didn't I do that before? And that'd be it. Okie doke. Easily rectified. Just hadn't anticipated the extra elements in those punches getting in the way. Okay. So let's just do that again. So there we go. So those are ready, and I say it's we'll see which ones we end up using, but they will definitely be going up onto some dimensional, so we'll get those prepped right now so that they are ready when we need them. A couple on each of those will be perfect. Got those done as well. So my colourways then. So the first one I've gone with is mint macaron with some shaded spruce, hence the shaded spruce sentiment there, and some vellum. And this looks like it's actually petal pink. Yep. Just pulled a scrap of pink out of my my stash. Okay, so that's one colour combo, and then I thought we'd go really wacky with some Pacific Point, some Granny Apple Green, and then we've got some Pool Party cardstock there. Okay, so we'll work with this one first. what we do need to do is punch our flowers out. So we'll do all 6. And 6. Like so. And then those of you who have seen me use this before will have seen me shape these flowers just quickly using a bone folder. So if you rub it on the front and then press in the centre on the back, you get these really nice dimensional flowers. Just like that. Just gives your card a little bit more movement and dimension if you've got some shape to your flowers. Okay, brilliant. So our original design element was the strip, so we'll get that done first. Here we are. And I'm going to use a silicone sheet just to protect my surface, just in case I end up with glue on my bench. So there's a lovely handy little spot in the centre of each of those to add some glue. The wet glue, of course, will give us some manoeuvring time. Okay, and then this is going to go over to the left here. I'm just looking to see that it's level top and bottom, or sort of equal top and bottom, and then sort of similar border along the edge as well. So it's just going to take a moment or two to dry. I'm just going to put a block on that to leave that to dry. Okay, and we will prep one of these ones as well, and we'll do so that's drying too, so it's ready to go. Didn't use my craft sheet, that was brave, wasn't it? So I want this to be sort of central towards the top. Something like straight would be lovely. So I'll just leave that to one side. Again, I'm just going to put a block on top of that just so that it's ready. And my other card. So we'll just use one of those. We'll do the same with this. Some glue. And then this one's going to go on the diagonal, which I thought was really cute. So when I prepped my first video, we were I was having a lovely old chat with you about how I was going to lay out these cards. But the decision has now been made. I'd be interested to know which you prefer though, out of all of these. Okay, either on a colourway or a layout kind of perspective. So they're sat to one side ready and drying so that they can be put together in a moment. One of those. Right, so let's position our label. So I'm just going to take that towards the lower portion of the card, I think. And we'll go there, I think. Like so. And then we will take some dabs of glue for our little flowers. Just put a little drop of that on the back. These glue containers last forever. Or at least they do for me. This is what I use wet glue for, adding little bits and pieces. I don't use it for all my matting and layering. So if you do use wet glue for matting and layering, it probably wouldn't last as long, obviously, but for the way I use it, I think I've only gone through about 3 or 4 different tubes in my whole Stampin' Up demonstratorship, and that's been 5 years. So it's just I say it's just not my glue of choice for everything. Some people use this for everything. I personally prefer the tape runner, the Stamp and Seal. I like the instantness, if that is even a word. That's what I like. So just tucking my vellum elements in, and then I'm going to add the spruce as well. I think the dark green just gives a really nice contrast in with all those other more subtle colours. I hope you agree. And then we want to add pearls to the centre of those flowers, which we can do with the Take Your Pick tool. Very simple to do. You can colour these pearls with alcohol based markers such as the Stampin' Blends, if you so wish. And there is card number 1. Okay, so that looks lovely. So if we now do the other one in that colourway, okay, so I'll bring in these other elements. Okay, so we've still got our sentiment. Okay, and I opted to bring this down as well, so that you could see plenty of that ornate die cut behind. Okay, and then in a similar fashion, we're just going to add our dabs of glue to these and build that up. Just like that. Now I'm favouring putting these along the left hand side. In one of my samples I did put them on the other side, and I don't know, it just doesn't look right to me, but you may have a different, oops, a daisy. That glue will dry clear, so no need to panic if that happens, and it'll probably mostly be covered up by that anyway. Do I want that? Yeah, I want that more that way, don't I? It just frames the sentiment a little bit better. Of course, another benefit of using wet glue is that everything's just a little bit manoeuvrable, just for a little bit, so that you're definitely happy with that. And then let's use rhinestones on this one. So again, use the Take Your Pick tool, and we'll use the large rhinestones. Like so. And there is card number 2. Okay, they're pretty, aren't they? It's a really nice colour combo, isn't it? The petal pink and that. Very nice. And then let's do our lovely bright Pacific Point version. So this time the sentiment's going to go quite central. Just like that. few more bits to play with, so we'll see how this looks. And I haven't done my flowers yet, so I'll just quickly punch out those. Really great use of scraps, so keep hold of all of those little pieces so that you can make flowers and such out of them. So again, we'll give these a little bit of shape just to add some interest to our card. Just like that. And just as we've done before, we'll use our wet glue. Just some dabs on each of those little sprigs. On the flowers. And build that up. Let's not get them stuck to my hands, eh? Just grab a tissue for that, otherwise that will end up everywhere. I think we'll stick the green ones down first, I think. So vellum's really good as well at kind of diffusing bright colours, if you like, as well. So if you've got a busy background and then you lay vellum over it, you get a completely different look and feel. Okay. That's particularly, it's a useful tip as well if you know, sometimes there's a designer series paper, pattern paper that you really don't like. It's another way of potentially using something that you wouldn't necessarily have used otherwise. And I think we'll go with rhinestones again on this one. Bit of a take your pick tool just to help get those onto the card. And there we go, 3 cards from one detailed die cut. Shop links will be below for all the products I've used. Please do check them out if there's anything you would like, or if I've inspired you to try it. That'd be really good to know. And I'd be really intrigued to know what you think of the different cards in the different colourways. So there's those designs in the different colours. Okay, and then we've got this one. Okay, so there we go, loads of cards for my customers, all made with that die cut. Really hope you've enjoyed that and you've learnt something there, yeah, I would love to know what you think. Thanks everybody for joining me for a little longer video, and do stay safe, take care everybody, I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.